on this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Alright guys, welcome back to another segment. You know the way we'll do it now. We are always there to give you guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Like I say, this is my voice gradually.
And small.
Yeah, they come back.
But if Chelsea lose again, okay.
No, I've already told them that this year is a new me. I will not be shouting much. I'll just take it to heart calmly, quietly. But I will do it to check my high blood pressure for all those kind of games. All right. We are in the January transfer window.
Yeah.
It's officially opened. I've already told them this morning. And also speculations, rumors.
Yeah.
And one thing I've cleared them is that Chelsea won't be doing much in the January transfer window, but never can tell. Anything can happen. Let's imagine that, God forbid, let me not imagine it much, that Chelsea did not do well in the next 5 games now. Then we can't discover, say, the fault from the defense area and the attack side. Definitely, Chelsea will be forced to do something. You understand? Then talking about rumors, there was one rumor I heard, but I kept deaf ears. But I say that when we see, or when we are in the studio, we'll deliberate on it. Talking about Kolo Muani, what say they call
Kolo Muani.
Kolo Muani. I think that's he's a French player, right?
Yeah, French player.
A French player. Pardon the way I pronounce his name, Kolo Muani. I always tell them I get as my tongue they did for these their names. Kolo Muani. I know it was not true.
Yeah.
Chelsea was never pushing for that guy. But one thing for sure is that I'd always clear our fans, because if you know come and talk true for some certain things, I saw some rumors that would just hear and keep and talk, say, Mr. Peter, but Chelsea said that they were going for this player. How far did not go for him again?
Okay.
But let's talk about Kolo Muani as a player. Do you think he's fit for that position? If Chelsea, let's say Chelsea is to do justice of bringing Kolo Muani.
He's a good player, but I don't think that him coming to Chelsea now would help the situation that we are in.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I think the last time I watched Kolo Muani was during the just concluded Euros when he played for France. And I wasn't impressed, to be honest with you. Even though I think he's going to still develop.
Yeah.
But we can't sign a striker that is developing now. We cannot make that risky business. He's still very young and he needs time to develop. He's a good player, like I just said, but he's not good enough for Chelsea at this moment. So for me, I think it's a no. Chelsea should go for someone better. We have other options without. But Kolo Muani is not the case for me. It's not somebody that we should look at now, especially because he's a young player and he's still developing. When you look at his stats, it doesn't justify as to why we should bring him in. We want somebody that's going to come and compete with Jackson, not somebody that Jackson will bench. Even if Jackson should bench any player or any striker we bring in, it should be merited because he's giving us back-to-back. He's doing well. But not this guy. Not this guy. I don't have any personal bias against him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because of what I have seen, what I have watched, and his stats, it speaks for him. It speaks for him. He's a young player and he's still developing, so he's not the option for me. It's a no.
All right. Talking about Estevão Willian, there have been a lot of questioning on my comment section. Mr. Peter, what about Estevão Willian? Is he coming this January transfer? Please, I'm here to clear your doubt. He's not coming.
Okay.
He's coming after the summer transfer window.
Yeah.
He's not coming this January. You know, the moment they hear transfer window,
so many
things. You guys should calm down. Estevão is not coming this transfer window. It's the next summer transfer window. There was something that Mikel Obi said yesterday in his podcast, which I believe we should just throw light on it. One or two things he said. First of all, he said something concerning the January transfer window. He said that we need another striker. I have said this so many times. And also, he emphasized on goalkeeper. That goalkeeper worries me.
Well, it's the same thing I just said now. We need a striker. And we have been saying it over and over again. But the side where he said the goalkeeper worries him is as simple as that. Look at what he said. He did not say...
We have 8 goalkeepers, but none is goalkeeper.
That is even Jorgensen, Sanchez, and the rest of them. It's still worrying him. He doesn't feel like we have
Goalkeeper.
a goalkeeper. Because if he said Sanchez's position is worrying him, it's a different thing from you saying that the goalkeeper position worries me. You understand? So I don't know. Like we've asked ourselves this question so many times. I don't know why Chelsea really believes in Sanchez. We don't know what
Chelsea, Maresca.
So many times I've heard where they said Chelsea is still backing Robert Sanchez and they're not going for any other goalkeeper. But I don't know if we should gamble with him with this season, if it's worth gambling in this season. But if I can remember during Pochettino's time, when Sanchez was, here and there, and Pochettino decided to use Petrovic.
Petrovic injured. Sanchez was injured. That was why.
It's not like Petrovic was perfect, but at least he covered up for us at in some areas. So I don't know. Maybe if the Sanchez mistakes keep happening, you can make. Everybody is allowed to make mistakes, but not every time. You understand? This is Chelsea. You cannot make costly mistakes that will, make us to go down. So if it continues like that, I think it's just fair that you look for somebody else. I thank God that even as the January transfer window is on, the league is still on. So any player that is messing up, we can sell you immediately, like Uncle Disaster.
Talking about Disasi, let me drop this controversial talk right now that will make rivals. They are not our rival because they are not playing the same league with us. That will make some of them talk. You should say we're not going to swap Disasi for Baka, Paul and Kobasi. Paul Kobasi is also a 17-year-old boy, but he starts so far for Baka.
That guy is amazing. He's an amazing defender, and considering the fact that he's still very, very young, he has a long way to go. You understand? Just like Baka giving you Lamine Yamal with this age, who no go collect? You go grab him. So at this point, don't deal. Disasi to Baka, Kubasi to Chelsea. He will gladly take.
Oh, Monodo, Baka people go not come for you, yeah.
Impossible. That Baka don't ever agree. Baka will not even give us Araujo for Disasi.
Araujo will be injury person.
They're not going to give. Baka, I know. Baka will not even like to sell. Baka doesn't sell their youngsters like that.
But they sold this guy now, Magui.
That's because Magui decided to go. They always offer you the opportunity to say you want to stay. If you want to go. But if you say you're going to stay, they're not going to sell you. It's as simple as that.
Oh, Kubasi. The Goss is calling.
Yeah, Chelsea is calling you.
Not Chelsea is calling. We are calling. We want to start the speculation. Yeah.
Come to Chelsea, we'll pay you full salary. Baka cannot pay you full salary. They are still building their stadium.
All right. He said one other thing again. About the Paul Kobasi. It's not Mikel that said it, though. He said it. About he said something. Mikel said something. He said that Maresca says we played 9 games in a couple. We played 9 games. A couples, we are conference league. It's not a question of fatigue. I come back to it. Players think December is a fucking holiday. It's not a fucking holiday. It's time to pick up points because they are going to matter.
These are going to matter.
Come to the end of the season. If you think it's time to have turkey wine, no. It's been like a holiday period for us this December. We are never like that. I think this comment came up after the 3. Our losing about 9 points in our 3 games.
Well, it depends on what Maresca said that prompted Mikel to make this comment. You understand? I'm just wondering, what did Maresca say? Did he say anything that that made Mikel to talk about fatigue? Because if I look at it from fatigue, I agree with Mikel 100%. You can't tell me that fatigue is the reason why Chelsea has dropped. Although I know that for any team that is playing as fast-paced as Chelsea, at some point you will drop. But that's why you even have the advantage because you have several players. You have 2 good squads. players that can do very well.
Yeah.
Two good squads. So it's not a matter of fatigue or not. I said something like, okay, what if we are playing in the Champions League?
Yeah.
What if we are playing? And even the worst part is that if we are playing that Champions League, the likes of Palmer, the likes of Caicedo, the likes of Enzo Fernandez, the likes
They
of
will
Jackson,
definitely play.
they will definitely play the Champions League. So does that mean that they will not still play the Premier League games that same December? They will still play it because that's how it has been. That's what Mikel was trying to say. Even during his time at Chelsea, Chelsea will play some other cup games in December, and they will still come back and play the Premier League. So you can't tell me all this complaint of fatigue and this and that. It's just
I'll try to complain that we
football.
have so many games in December.
It's I don't know if compared to the other seasons, and I don't know if it's the same number of games or there's a little bit higher number of games last year compared to other years.
But Chelsea last year, even when we were not in Champions League, we are still dropping. But this year, we are in the UEFA Conference League. Other teams, they are in the
Arsenal is still playing Champions League. Man City, they are still playing Champions League. Liverpool, even the Manchester United that is suffering now, they are still playing their Europa League and still playing Premier League. Nobody is blaming it on fatigue. You can't come and tell us that it is fatigue. Like I said, I don't know if Maresca or what Maresca has said that prompted Mikel to make such a comment as this. But for me, fatigue should never be an excuse as to why Chelsea has dropped form.
Yeah.
I think Maresca should just go back to the drawing board as the coach. Do your job. Like, how do I put it? Motivate these players again. Remind them why they are Chelsea and what has brought them this far. They should integrate that inside their spirit again, so that we can bounce back. Like I said something. I said Chelsea, we have entered an era. Whether I like it or not, Chelsea has entered an era where we have dropped our form. So at this point, I don't know how long it's going to last, but what makes you a big team is how you manage this time where there's a lot of drop in form and whatever excuse you want to use. You have to manage. You have to bring game management into games. When you start the game, like now we are playing Crystal Palace, people say, "Oh, Chelsea is going to lose against Crystal Palace." Yes, it can happen, but I don't believe it's going to happen. If we take our chances well enough from the time that whistle is blown, even if we take our chances, if we create 2 chances in at least 15 minutes and we convert it, that is 2-0. It will make the Crystal Palace players to sit back, no matter the bad form that we are in.
That's true.
And automatically we just secured 3 points, even in a bad form. We secure 3 points. That is what makes you a bigger team. I watched Arsenal yesterday. I was so crazy. In fact, I now understood why Maresca really said that we are not ready to compete with them. Even though people think that, oh, this man is saying or he's trying to instill bad mentality for these players. But you can now see, yes, Arsenal bottled the league 2 times in a row. But then they have attained this level of sustainability, this maturity. They know how to manage their games. Not be Brentford where everybody they fear. Brentford, now for their home self, now they win this Brentford. I was expecting Brentford to just do something. I was really expecting them, but another thing happened. That is the maturity that Arteta has helped to build in the Arsenal team. I want Chelsea to adopt that same thing. Manage your games, take your chances early enough, win these 3 points.
Well, I guess you have said it. But lastly, there's this talk about Dani Olmo. Is a speculated talk that Chelsea are considering a move for Dani Olmo. I don't know how true it is, but I've already declared them that I don't think Chelsea is making any move for that. It's just a mere rumor because of the fact that Dani Olmo right now is a free agent due to the fact that
he has not been registered.
Understand? So looking at the guy, people have been saying that he's better than Felix, that he will be a good addition than Felix. What's your take?
I know that it's going to take a miracle for that deal to happen because no matter what's happening, I think at the end of the day, Barcelona will succeed in registering him because I don't think they will let a player like that go. They will do whatever they can in their best possible way to register Dani Olmo. But in case a miracle happens, I will be happy for Olmo to come to Chelsea. Definitely. He was the person that we were talking about in the last summer transfer window now. After the Euros, we were hitting on sign this guy.
So you believe that Olmo is way ahead of João?
Right now, yes. Right now, yes. I've said it that Felix has all the potentials, but Felix is not in his head right now. I think they should, I don't know whatever they will do for him to really know what is wrong, because this is not the Felix we know. This is not the Felix we know. Sorry, excuse me. Felix should be. I think if he tries to play football tactically again, he's going to regain that form and not just play football because he wants to play. It is not. This is not street game. Street football is different from professional football. You are competing. This is competition now. So I don't see Felix, playing that tactical football, being professional about it. I've said it. I've said it severally, and I now understand why Atletico Madrid let him go. So at this point, Olmo is more technical, is more better than Joao Felix. To be honest with you, so I'll be happy if such a deal can pull through. Yes, it goes sweet me.
Okay, Omo is better than Joao Felix,
Yeah.
or Joao Felix is better than Omo. I would like your comment at the comment section. Even though we know that we are not really putting our eye on that than the Omo, but I for like Yan at all. Will you take Omo, or will you still maintain your stand with Joao Felix? Thank you very much. I remain your humble guy, Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.
Please don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook channel, Facebook page at Football Arena, and YouTube at Oblis TV, and other social media platforms at Oblis TV. Thank you very much.